Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 3 of the Uplink podcast. Today, I have with me, we got an extra co-host today. We're going to start with my brother, Zach Mauricio Morris.
Look at us. Who would have thought we actually,
fill out the four corners.
Did the thing.
We got Avery Aves Tanner. Still can't get over saying his whole name. He's throwing up.
It's so ew.
And then the co-host today, out of nowhere, out of left field, we got Hunter Big Daddy Gessley.
Okay. All right.
They just do.
All right. All right.
Hunter, your mic's muted.
Oh my goodness.
There it is.
There we go.
All right. Well, after the intros, I don't know if Hunter's listened to previous episodes of the Casual Cast or the Uplink, but we always go into the Bev check. What are we drinking?
I think Hunter goes first.
Water.
Hunter, what are you drinking?
He's got the Stanley.
Straight vodka. Straight vodka. That was at least 30 cents of
And
vodka.
we just witnessed Hunter's.
Wait, is it
PC
actually vodka?
Oh, why the fuck would I just drink straight vodka out of
I
a
don't know.
Stanley?
We're all alcoholics here.
Oh my
I don't know what to say.
And we just saw Hunter's PC blow up in flames live on Twitch.tv. Sparks are
Hunter spilled
I'm
the
not
water while
even-
trying to
And he's
show it.
wiping it up.
I'm
with
not
his
even
pepper.
that mad that I spilt the water. I'm just mad that I spilt it on my fucking cookie that I was eating.
What are you saying? You don't dip your cookies in water?
Yeah, what the fuck? Ames, what are you
Oh,
drinking?
Dog shit.
I got water
Zach?
again.
Fucking dude. Why do I feel like a fat fuck every single time? Like episode 1, Brewski, episode 2, Coke. Episode 3, fucking Chick-fil-A Coke.
Hey, I got,
Oh wait, I was drinking a Dutch
No,
Aftershock
you can't
Rebel.
show Dutch Bros
Oh,
here.
dude, you can't
You
do
can't do
that.
that.
What? It's not coffee. It's an energy drink.
It's
Same
still
thing.
Dutch
It's
Bros.
No, I'm saying that because it's Dutch Bros. Now me and Zach are going to have to go.
God damn, bro. I
And
miss
your
that
state
shit.
just needs to get good and
I
get
got-
Dutch Bros on.
That's
down.
facts. I got a
Illinois
Buffalo.
can't
I
get
got a
good. It's
Coke
not
cherry.
possible.
Today, we will be going over the matches that happened the first weekend of CDL 2024 season. There's some banger games. You guys have
I don't
any?
think there was any sleepers, really, honestly.
I mean, other
there
than
was
the
no
Vamos
sleepers.
Heretics.
Yeah, but that wasn't a sleeper. That was hype because
Yeah.
fucking take my goddamn Vamos. I tell
Um,
you what.
Let's let everyone get to know Hunter. Hunter, how long have you been following competitive Call of Duty?
I've been following competitive Call of Duty for about 2 years now. Started last year. Went to my first major, Raleigh Major 1 of last year. It was pretty cool. Then you was kind of ass, but like besides that, it was pretty cool. Saw the subliners win it all, so that was pretty cool. Got to hang out with some people afterwards too, so overall pretty cool experience. But didn't really watch the entire season last year, but
Are
I've
you
committed.
fucking slow?
I've committed to watching the whole season this year.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Your thing.
Hunter, what's
Yep.
your favorite team? Who you rooting for this year?
Vamos!
Oh, we got another Vamos Heretics.
Fucking
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Miami Dolphin. I mean Heretics. My bad. So let's go over our pick'ems because we did not do good at
Wait,
all.
Really? I thought we did all
You
right.
guys dog shit.
No, we didn't do good at all. We only got we got 7 games right. Okay. Winners wise, we did all right, but map count wise, not good at all. It's very hard to predict that though. But first off, we had the Boston Breach play the Atlanta FaZe.
Wait, hold on. Sorry to interrupt. I would love to know how many people actually predicted Heretics 3-0 over Ravens.
I don't know how to
The
look. at that.
generator did. The generator did.
Dude,
Yeah, Hunter, I don't know if you know
I know
this.
I did.
Aves is randomly generating through code his map picks and like winners.
Like off of stats and shit, or
Yeah.
Like he's coding
That's
it. He's just
whack.
putting in the 2 teams and just like running a random generator.
Random draw.
Yeah, random
that's
draw.
crazy. That's
How did the
crazy.
generator do, Aves?
It got 11 right. It got the FaZe winner of the breach against the breach, and then it didn't get anything of the Thief Surge. It got the map count of OpTic New York. It got Heretics and a 3-0 against the Ravens.
Yes, sir.
It got
Vamos. The generator is
map-
definitely a Spaniard.
It got the map count of Rocker vs. Legion. It got the winner of Ultra LAG. Did not get the predicted score, though, unfortunately. Breach vs. Surge got both right. Surge 3-1. It got the Ravens against the Legion. Did not get the map count. It got nothing. Actually, I messed up. It got NYSL. It got the NYSL, so it got 12. It got the NYSL over LAG. Did not get the map count.
There's only 11 games, Aves. How does he get 12 right? You're saying map-wise?
Like, total, yeah.
Oh, okay.
NYSL, we got that winner and not the predicted score. And then we got the map count of FaZe Thieves. Who would have thought? 3-0 Bebop. And then it got the 3-1. It got the 3-1 against the Rocker for OpTic. It had Rocker winning 3-1, but it got the map count right.
Gotcha.
Total 12.
All right. Well, let's start the breakdown of the matches. The first match of the year was Boston Breach versus Atlanta FaZe. We had FaZe winning in a 3-1 fashion. Ended up going game 5 with FaZe being the winner. But I think we can all agree Boston low-key trolled every map there but game 5.
Yeah.
I do have a clip that I'm going to play here of round 10 of that S&D where Boston had numbers, which they had numbers numerous times in this game, and they just troll and don't win because FaZe is just that good.
Be careful.
But no, we're good now. Zuma said they're clear, so we're clear. We can show.
Wait,
gameplay.
actual?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't
Let's
hear
play the
that.
clip.
Yeah,
watch this round 10
never
here.
mind.
Trying
Fuck
different
it.
setups and
I believe Capsule gets first blood here. Like Sip ends up getting like a 1v2
it's
or
always a
3. It
little
makes
meta
like no
game
sense.
within each
Cap
search and
gets
destroy.
pissed
And
on. Never mind.
BZ, well, finally
Oh
slows down.
Christ, yeah, he
Caps, a
does.
little bit of a
Jesus.
slide and a step back. Hits the shots on the fadeaway.
Slasher gets a
but
trade. Snoopy gets
the
one.
info
So
is
we got a
gained.
3v2 advantage
The
here for
rotation
Boston
is in,
Breach.
and the kill is through for Boston
Bomb
Breach.
is down where Capsule died, which it can be a tricky spot here, but I mean, you got full map control. You got 2 people like on the bridge in this back by the fire car. I don't know what that call it is. Maybe is that Coops? I don't fucking know. They got 2 people up there. They got full. Oh, that's broken. I'm looking at the map wrong.
So even though you get the first blood,
But they have B-bomb
get 2
control,
right back
essentially.
if you're breaching.
But
You've got
Draws
numbers.
is sitting
There's
here
so many
wishing he
of
could
these 3v2
snake,
scenarios, and this
but he
is where
can't do
Breach
that
has done a
anymore.
good job for the most part of not ever allowing this to somehow flip the script and it's in a 2v1. Allow them to get 2 free.
Like, I just don't understand why
Snoopy's
Boston's
playing a
not
corn.
moving. Yeah, Snoopy's top church, like chilling. But Sim gets top
Snoopy's
3
playing a
somehow.
corn.
And Slasher's still in the back of the map, probably watching for a late pinch.
Preston's what, bottom bridge?
Yeah, Preston's
Where's the bottom
basically at that arch by the bridge. Yeah, it's underneath the bridge.
No, and I think what you're seeing from
Okay.
Capsule, right? you
And
saw him
Slasher's
OpTic
looking
that
at nothing but the
he's running
flank.
those
Yeah.
lightweight boots so he can be a little bit
Shouts
quicker
out the
on
Then he
flank.
gets with
maybe,
Preston.
You know, get those quicker time.
You're pretty much
Yeah.
waiting for
Yeah.
Snoopy to make a play
Pass,
here.
so
Like, Snoopy just needs a turnaround.
that's what you're seeing.
Like,
just
I
from
don't
that
know
meta
why
game.
there's no one looking at
So you
top
get to the
3.
spot,
Like,
you don't
Sim,
have to move past that to at least
No,
get that
he's
first
still-
one sometimes.
Exactly.
I think Sim saw him or he heard him
Bomb-
slide.
bomb down,
Yeah,
though.
definitely. He definitely.
If he
got
didn't
intro.
see him, he definitely saw him there.
And Draws is
Then
gonna
Draza picks off Slasher from up top here.
make this a
Which is not-
2v2.
I don't know if he was planning. No, it doesn't know if he was planning. But like, then they get the 2v1 here with 20 seconds left.
Okay.
They know where Simp is. Like, I don't
Wait,
know what
Preston-
Snoopy's
wait.
doing here.
Okay, so
Preston
Preston
kills Sim.
Preston gets traded.
Yeah, I don't
No, no.
understand
Simp
what
killed
Snoopy's
Preston.
doing here. He
Snoopy.
just, like,
Simp's able to get it done and get the big kill.
Yeah, wait, I'm
he
confused.
just runs
Yeah.
at him. You know he's mid-map.
Simp,
Yeah, I don't know.
He didn't have his gun
Simp's
ready.
able to get it done and get the big kill.
So Boston trolled. Heavy.
Just a little bit.
But there's other
Just a
rounds
wee
there,
bit.
but that's one that I stood out because I believe that was a very winnable round, and Boston kind of just sat there and did nothing when they had man advantage. But I think Slasher and Priesta did not keep up with the slaying department. I mean, Preston had a .76, as you can see here. Simp had a 1.2. I mean, Simp is fucking him. He's back.
Preston did better in the second game.
Yeah, Preston did perform better in the second game, but in this game specifically, Slasher and Preston did not keep up with the ARs in slaying. I think that held them back, especially in the respawns. But then they say that they won a control and a hard point, so who the fuck really knows?
Yeah,
I
I mean,
I'm-
they're all putting up dammy. That's for sure.
Yeah, the damage is up there. Abe, what was your takeaways from this game?
like even though Preston and Slasher like didn't have the greatest games, especially in the respawn, they still won a hard point and they still made the first map close. It took one break at the very end to like for
Yeah, I mean,
FaZe
if
to
Sim
win.
doesn't have a
So, like,
cruise missile, they'd probably win that hard point on Karachi.
exactly. So like, having Preston, both your ARs not really put up like necessarily great numbers. They still made both hard points like relatively good.
Yeah.
You know, and then like I was surprised to see that Boston was going to lose both searches. In my opinion, I thought they would at least take one.
Uh-huh.
I know,
Well, they
like
should
I
have.
said, I know I said like you said, FaZe might be like one of the best, if not the best, S&D team in the league. But I thought with like Preston and Slasher on the team, and Cap's a relatively good like S&D player himself.
I mean, Cap had like 12 in the search, didn't he? Game 2? He was
in
frying.
Karachi, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I thought they would take like at least one of the maps, but it is a good sign to see that they're keeping up with FaZe, even though they did not take the series. They still made it very competitive, especially with two young guys in Cap and Snoopy. And Snoopy, I thought, played relatively well.
Yeah, I mean, Snoopy had a 1.08. He led the team in KD, but
yeah, I mean, you look at these rosters first. I mean, we say first game, but like they've been scrimming and whatnot. But you look at these rosters, and I mean, it's kind of very impressive that a team like Boston Breach is keeping pace just about with a team like Atlanta FaZe, like with the trio that has been together for years now.
Yeah, I mean, you can even
and
argue
a brand new roster with people who have never teamed before, I think.
Well, Preston and Slasher, they've teamed together.
Slasher have.
Yeah.
Oh, have they?
LA Thieves, 100 Thieves.
Oh, gotcha.
Black
Yeah,
Ops
yeah.
4.
I forgot he was on that team.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
you
like,
can even... Go ahead. Finish your thought.
I was just gonna say, it's just like it's kind of impressive, but also like, then again, you look at this Boston team and you can kind of expect that as well. I think, because of what we've seen from Capsule and what we expect from Snoopy, being the young, the young gun rookie, hopefully being like
he's gonna get better as the year goes on.
Being like a Shotzi, a Hydra, like a bet on a young talent that hopefully, he takes over games.
Yeah. Hunter, did you get a chance to catch this one?
I don't have your Twitch, so I was able to watch the clip, but yeah, there's no reason.
It's
FaZe should be getting bebop,
twitch.tv/the main menu live.
Oh,
like,
that
who
makes
would have
sense.
thought? Like, I don't think a lot of people had this match going all
Game 5.
five.
No, people probably thought FaZe was 3-0 bebopping them. But, I mean, you can literally argue, like I said at the beginning, Boston should have won the first 4 maps. Like, the only game that wasn't close that they got smoked was Game 5.
I feel like there was a couple of series that were kind of like that. Like the team that ended up losing the series, you look back at the scores, you look back at a couple of plays.
Yeah.
And if a couple of plays go a different way, I mean, you could easily be like, oh, well, they could have won in 3 maps, but this went Game 5.
They played the terminal really well.
I did say
Map
FaZe
4.
too.
But if you look at map 1, like Slash only person positive, which 3 people negative, like Snoopy was -8, Preston was -6, Caps was only -2, but they only lost by 12 points. So like that's a good sign. So it means they're rotating, they're just not getting the kills when they needed to. But I think that's good for that game.
I was gonna say let's move on because if we spend that much time on every game, we'll be here for 4 hours.
This one can be fairly quick. Let me.
But it was the first game of this new season, so.
We got Seattle Surge versus LA Thieves, which I just rewatched that because I was not able to catch that one because I was on my way home from work that day. But Seattle Surge 3-1 to LA Thieves. Only lost the control, which, I mean, it's invasion. LA Thieves won an offense, and it's one of those maps where if you do that, you kind of just tip your cap and say, all right, I'm getting 3-0'd because defense is very easy on that map. But Illy's fucking back, and he is him, bro. 1.72 in this series. Like, that is insane.
Yeah, and Abuza was making clutch plays as well.
Yes, I was pleasantly surprised this weekend to see how well Abuza handled the subs.
I'm really excited to see what this Surge team can put together. I mean, obviously these have only been the first 2 games and whatever, but this Surge team seems like it's going to be a strong one.
Yeah, especially with the meta the way it is. We said this in the predictions that like 3 ARs, you pretty much have 3 ARs on this team. So as long as that's the meta, like they're gonna be good. The 2 hard points were close, but Surge ended up taking both of them by. The first one by 15 points in the terminal, game 4 by 19, if my math's right. And they comfortably won the S&D 6-2. I believe they just lost the first 2 rounds and won 6 straight. And you expect this team to be really good at search and destroy because the players on it. Illy literally grinds wagers every hour of the day that he's not competing for the CDL, like scrimming. But
and again, I mean, you look at the hard points, and then what is that, a 3-0 for LA Thieves in the control?
yeah,
Yes.
You look at the hard points, and it's like, man, I mean, one rotation goes a different way, and this is a 3-1 for LA Thieves.
yeah, that's
Both
fair.
hard points.
But
Both hard points. You said you had 250 to 235, I think it says, and 250 to 221. You're like one rotation off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Abusa
One
run a
one
sub
rotation goes, the other direction.
Did Abusa run a sub?
on terminal.
I saw him bouncing back and forth from Karachi, not so much on terminal. Because, I mean, it's really hard to run 2 subs on terminal to begin with, just with how the game is played. But
Did he run search? I don't remember what he ran.
Insert, I mean, they just, whatever. Dude, I was rewatching it. They just were running out of LA Thieves, like either site. They were just smoking it and running through it and just destroying them. Like, LA Thieves didn't stand a chance.
Yeah.
But
Which I was disappointed in LA Thieves. I mean, I didn't, like, I figured they would put up a little, I mean, it was still competitive in the hard points, but I thought their search would be a little better. I thought they would take at least one of the hard points.
yeah, I mean, what I could take
Depending on the
away,
map, but
and even Hunter by looking at this scoreboard here, LA Thieves, even in the next game we're going to look at, they can't keep up slaying at all. Their slaying power is not there.
that was bad.
Did you catch this one?
Agreed. The LA Thieves Surge game?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I started watching during the the Subliners
OpTic
game?
New York.
Oh, the last game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
all
the
I
last
got
game.
for that game.
For,
And
for
from
day one, for day one.
what everybody's saying is don't play Terminal against Surge. Like, they're just disgusting. So I'd be surprised if OpTic plays them on that next week. But let's move on. To
Yeah, I
the
mean,
next
I
game.
out of that, I mean, I'm excited to watch more Surge, and I'm slightly underwhelmed with the way Thieves is performing. I mean,
Yeah.
they're just
Line wise, yeah.
not that a whole lot was expected from that roster, but I mean, I don't know. I hope they start competing, because I really like Ghosty, and Cammy and Afro can be a crazy duo.
I mean,
so
everyone was saying
we'll see.
Cammy was back, and he did not look back.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, he had some moments,
Yeah.
but for the most part, yeah, he was kind of.
All right, so we
Step
got
down.
final game of Friday. Of course, it's OpTic Texas versus New York Subliners,
Them
the
fucking
reigning world
boys.
champs.
This was wild.
2 top 4
Yeah,
teams.
This was a crazy
This is
series.
a really good series. I mean, OpTic kind of got smoked in that first hard point. That was one I barely caught.
Yeah.
I caught the end of it when I got.
I feel like
when I got
OpTic does
home,
that
but-
all the time. First series of the year, or any first series of a tournament, like, I feel like they come out super flat first game.
Yeah, I mean, they went round 11 in both game 2 and 5, and we're going to watch a clip here. We're very fast of round 10, where Shotzi and Pred sold.
Oh shit!
They're from Shotzi
I
now,
don't know
round
if I caught
from
this,
the
man.
reverse sweep. You start in the 0-2 hole. You might bring it the entire way back. Got to be
New
brimming
York's
with
pushing out a
confidence.
burger, hard
Four
to
hit,
the smoke.
four hit burger.
Flurry here from Subliners. They're
Kenny
going
finds a
back
way to get
Circle
2
Soul in
kills.
an offensive round. Way
Tags
to
up
go,
Sib.
but Kenny says no, sir.
my
You
God.
shout out.
Pred
pass,
then
locks down.
chows. Okay, so Kenny made a video. You know how a good old OpTic Scumpy used to make videos after matches and events, recapping things. Kenny made a video saying it's kind of on him because he called out Sib one shot. So Pred then chow to try to get the finish off Sib. But if you look here,
On an offensive round, way to
He's
bid and
not
go,
one.
but Kenny
No.
says no, sir.
he shoots Skies.
Oh no! Wait, and then Sky's fucking 180s him.
No, Sib.
You shout out.
Oh,
He's laying down. He
Because
doesn't
Sib's
know.
laying down. Sib is the
did he
weak
get
one.
Skies?
No.
Oh my
So
god!
Kenny said it's partially on him for calling that out, but at the same time, he probably, like, in that moment, like, you just tag someone up round 11, you just get a 2-piece, like, you say, oh, third guy's
Yeah,
one
it's
shot,
3v2. You got to play a corn, bruh.
you're gonna chow. But Kenny then said, okay, well, I should have just said, like, oh, Sib's one shot, just, like, stay put, like, hold across, but, like, in that moment, like, I understand saying, oh, Sib's one shot, and Pred's head, okay, I'm gonna round this corner and try to finish the kill off, because then it's at least a 2v1 against Skies, you win the round, most likely. Even
Locks
or
down
3v1.
two,
I don't-
It'd be a 1v3.
Now
with
we
Skies.
stop for a moment. Into the 2v2 we
But
go.
then-
Shotzi.
There's
Sib and
more.
Skies.
Yeah, Pred.
That's not
Pred
even
just
the
hoping to
worst
get
part.
one. If he gets
Wait, where's
one,
okay? So they're like
maybe
right
one of
next
those-
to each other right now.
Good old shot.
Wait, I remember this. Oh, no.
Good
Yeah,
old
when they wrapped
Shotzi.
when
He
they
should have sat in the
wrapped
corn.
around.
Why did he
Shotzi
push in the library?
plays here, watching the cross. Literally, all he needs to do is not move. Drop his controller. Call them out if they're going B. That's all he's got to do.
I remember this.
Wild.
And he stands up and he pushes
And he
them.
walks into library. Yeah.
How he doesn't get this kill, I don't get.
It doesn't even matter.
He's 1v1.
There's no
Sim
reason
is
to
being
push that, man. And then they lose the
Yeah.
round, and then they go to round 11, and they
Lose.
and then they hard stack A, and they go B, and then the guy plane dies, and then New York has plane control, and you lose the round because that's just how Terminal S&D works. I think Terminal needs to go, but that's just my opinion. OpTic did play it close. I mean, it's the former champions, Call of Duty League champions.
Yeah.
I mean, New York's good. I mean, no one
They
really...
kind of got.
Go ahead.
They kind of got torched that map one. Looking at the score.
Yeah. I don't remember what. I caught the end of it when I got home from work, but I don't... I'm assuming just New York just was able to rotate two hills together, and just got a big lead, and OpTic couldn't come back. That's my guess. But OpTic should have won this series if you look at that clip. If they literally play that round 10, how they should have. They win that game.
Honestly,
I don't remember much of the high-rise search, so I don't know much about there. I don't know, Hunter, you watched the high-rise?
yeah, this entire series, I thought Subliners were about to 3-0 beat OpTic. No kizzy. Like, they dominated the first hard point. They just out-rotated. It was beautiful. And then the high-rise was... I think went to round 11, if
It
I'm not
did.
mistaken.
It
It went all the way down, and then they
OpTic kind of took the
Kismet
control
went-
comfortably, it looks like 3-1.
yeah, Kismet went fucking crazy. The control was really close. Like really like down to the very last second. Basically like it was on I don't know if it was the last point that was
I
scored or
think
whatever,
OpTic
but
wanted
like
to
one of
attack
the
at the end.
yeah,
there.
one of the objectives was the one inside the bakery or
bathroom.
whatever.
The bathroom.
Didn't
Yeah,
they win on
and, like,
lives?
Yeah, and Kenny was playing his life basically, and they were running low on lives, and it was I think it went down to like 6-4.
Yeah,
OpTic
then OpTic
had
got the
like
wipe,
OpTic
right?
had 2 lives, yeah, and then no, OpTic had more lives, and then fucking Hydra went sicko mode, dropped the lives back down, and then
OpTic clutched up.
OpTic just defended, but it was like
Yeah.
it was 0.2
Like,
seconds
one
away
kill
from basically
OpTic
like I
going.
think it was Kismet that was on the point, and he was killed right before it capped, and they were able to save it. Basically, it was
Gotcha.
really close.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
what I really remember from watching, I mean, not necessarily this series specifically, but like seeing New York playing this weekend, is Hydra is still insane.
Yep.
him.
And Skies is somehow performing better
Yeah.
than he has done in the past, and that's
ARs are
crazy.
blessed.
ARs are
That's
blessed.
crazy. I don't remember Sib putting down almost 20k damage. That's insane.
No, Sib went nuts.
Yeah, Sib was playing
I-
really good.
Sib
Yeah,
wasn't
no,
hitting
no,
any crazy clips or anything like that. He wasn't doing
Yeah.
Hydra stuff, but like he was just consistently good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Which I mean,
feel like was
which
what
ca-
Preston lacked
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah, that's what I was about to
consistency.
say.
Yeah,
That's
sorry.
what they were hoping
but-
for.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
Sib
but
picked it
I
up.
mean, insane, great series to end Friday night on. Obviously, wish the boys would pull it out, but
No, flopped it.
you know,
All right, let's move on to Saturday.
Dude,
Or
I
you
don't
wanna
know.
Go ahead. You got one more?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say like, it's really hard to tell where these teams stack with everything because these could be 2 really good teams that were really close playing each other, but now OpTic going in 1-1, and then
New
know
York's
the
2-0.
New York's
I think
2-0,
OpTic is
which
fine.
just overall, I have some more things about New York, and they're very
It's-
interesting.
It's first week shenanigans.
Yeah.
This is also
Yeah, it's just
online,
like-
and like
Yeah.
New York's not great at online, so this is really interesting to
That's
see.
fair.
How about that?
All right, let's move on to Saturday, first game.
3-0 beat Bob
Two-
piss slam next.
Sure.
Yeah, vamos!
Basically, Heretics came out swinging. Everyone on their team had a positive KD. Carolina started slow. I mean, for game 1 and 2 were close. I mean, 6-4, only losing by 11. Or 11? No, 21. No, 11. That's hard.
It's okay.
That's not 11.
It's hard.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Jesus.
40 to 50's 10.
Shut
That's
up,
what-
Aves. like the games 1 and 2 were close, but like Heretics just felt comfortable, man. Like the slaying from Carolina wasn't there. Yeah, the damage number. I mean, Real only had 7K damage.
I don't really remember what the hard point looked like back and forth and like rotations and whatever, but I do remember the search. And what I remember about the search was Lucky was putting his dick on the table.
Lucky
that
had
guy
12
was going
kills,
crazy.
12 and 5.
That guy was going crazy.
Matt
I mean,
Blunt,
shout out Vickle too. I didn't know
Yeah,
he got
Vickle's
up into
solid,
double
dude.
digits there
Vickle's-
too.
Vickle
But
played really
I'm
well.
saying for that map specifically. But I just remember
yeah, 10,
like
yeah.
Lucky was just. I mean, Lucky was just picking him up, bro. Like there was nothing.
I personally think that Invasion is going to be very hard to win by like 100 points, especially with how good like the league is. Just how that map works. Like you chalk hills at 40 seconds, you go hold a full 60. Like it's just somebody like it's going to be very hard to do a 100-point club a team unless you're absolutely piss slamming in this game.
That's fair.
How annoying is that we're rotating?
I know, right? Like it's so dumb.
Yeah.
Like I respect it, but at least make the hill breakable.
You send 2 players at the hill, they die. Okay, let's rotate. Like,
yeah, exactly. You spawn in Narnia. Whatever.
That castle objective is so
Palace
stupid.
Hill. Yeah.
The palace. Yeah, that's.
But yeah, I mean, I was super excited to watch both of these teams debut. And fucking Vamos. That's all. I mean,
Buying a Heretics jersey.
And no spoilers, but Carolina Ravens. You know, we'll see the next match.
Yes, sir. Next up, that was Miami's only match this weekend, which I hate that some teams only play one map, but I get it. I guess I don't get it. I hate it. It shouldn't be a thing, but whatever.
No, it shouldn't. That's just dumb.
Minnesota versus the Las Vegas Legion, which Legion, no one really knew how they were going to come out. North Minnesota. I mean, 2 brand new rosters, essentially. I believe Standy is the only person staying on Legion from last year. And Minnesota is a completely new team. Accuracy was on Rocker before, but not last season. Nero, 103 kills. That guy's nasty, bro.
Yeah, Nero was laying sack.
That guy's fucking gross. And Minnesota search and destroy his fucking ass cheeks.
Wait, what did I say in the predictions though? What did I say? I said wait, did Nero drop a 50 bomb or a 40 bomb or something at any point in this series? Because I called that.
35 and 36. He had 35.
Damn,
he had 40
so
in the
close.
next series they played, I think. Or Simpton.
Damn.
One of them had 40. But Legion looked really good, man. I mean, Minnesota's not the strongest team. They went 0-2. I mean, they played OpTic next, and everyone expected OpTic to beat them. But Minnesota,
generator.
Their slaying is not there. Like, even Wake, he was not playing well, which you think this game, he would... I mean, maybe he's just a sound EQ cheeser, bro, but I don't know. This guy, like, seems like he can't hear anything. He doesn't know what the fuck to do.
I wouldn't call him EQ cheeser because that kid was torching in Modern Warfare 2019 when he first came.
There still wasn't dead silence in Modern Warfare 2019.
Oh, yeah, the field upgrade, I guess. But
I mean,
we didn't have the EQ cheese.
Yeah.
What I kind of get from this series alone is like the Legion seems like they have potential, like to continuously improve and this and that, and for the next series, for Legion, word to Bose, my guy Purge.
Purge.
Nah, it didn't look great, but on the other hand, at least looking at Minnesota for this series, it's like so hard to place them. Nothing super crazy coming out of that camp, really.
Yeah.
At least in that series, like nothing crazy at all.
Yeah.
Did it really appropriate?
Audio. What's it called? Let me go back to this. Yeah, Minnesota's search looks like shit.
Yeah.
They got piss slammed. They won 3 rounds in this series.
I mean,
and their slaying cannot keep up on sub base against a team that's... I mean, Standy and Nero can be gross, but...
Didn't they only win 3 rounds out of like 18 rounds of S&D?
7.
No, they beat OpTic in game 5, in round 11, in game 2. But we'll get there.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of another team.
There. But I think Legion, they looked promising. Hunter, did you catch this one at all? What's your thoughts?
Caught the tail end of it.
Okay. So you watched them absolutely dominate them on the skid row.
Yeah, I watched the Rocker search and destroy at the end, and I was like, "Yep, know how this ends."
Yeah, I mean, Rocker just got to work on the search, and they're slaying, man. Like Wake's got to do more. I mean, Vivid's gonna get his interactions. He is. That's just how he is. Linz didn't look bad. He looked pretty good for his first game.
Wait, is it? Hold on. Am I crazy to think that Wake having the least amount of damage in the lobby is insane?
Yes, that's what I'm saying, bro. He's got to step it up. If
Holy
he's not,
moly.
if
He's getting out damaged by accuracy.
yeah, like
dude.
that's just nuts.
He's getting out damaged by Standy.
He has less interactions and accuracy, and that guy doesn't move. That's crazy, Kenny. All right, but I mean, Legion looked good. We will catch them on Sunday when we get there.
Legion
going way
I
too
mean
far
Legion
back.
Legion are
looks really
gonna
good.
just be fun to watch, man. I love watching Nero and Standy run around. They seem like a very good duo right now.
And attached, I mean, 1.38 first game looks pretty good as a main.
Yeah.
Shout out Dylan Attach.
Yes, sir. Toronto Ultra versus LEG. I thought there was gonna be a 3-0 beat bop, but LEG snuck out the search. I don't remember. I don't know if I called this one because
Yeah, they
didn't
snuck
wanna
out the
pay
search,
attention.
and the rest was a 3-0 beat bop.
Yes. They can't keep up with Toronto
No,
at all.
they're
Like
not-
Scrap
they're
being
not-
the only
Yeah.
person negative by 1 kill, like Kleenex with the 1.4, like Envoy doing Envoy thing. Like they just can't keep up. I mean, Diamond Con played all right, I guess, but
Yeah, this series I
played-
feel like
he played
doesn't
well.
say. Sorry, Aves. This series doesn't really say a whole lot about either team. I would say, like it was kind of expected for LAG to get slammed, and it was kind of expected for Toronto to slam, and that kind of happened.
yeah.
You know, so
I mean, Kleenex looks really
don't
good,
know.
which is good for him. Good. He's
I feel like
been nasty.
this was the most predictable.
yeah, this
Series.
was.
This was what Aches. Shout out to Aches, the DoorDash challenge series.
Yeah, for sure. Which honestly, looking at where LAG get in their other match, maybe already some improvement. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, they were fun to watch in that second match when we get to it.
Oh, wrong. Gotta go. I believe that was not the last Saturday match, right? No, this thing's all fucked up. We got Seattle Surge versus Breach. That was the last Saturday match. So Breach went into this losing to FaZe, and Seattle absolutely kind of demolished LA Thieves.
Yep.
And so Boston, we were hoping would bounce back and hopefully win this game, but we didn't know how good Surge was going to look. I believe we predicted Boston to 3-1 them to bounce back after their FaZe series. But Seattle Surge ended up 3-1ing them. And
Yep.
Boston pretty much only won that invasion because they had Palace at the end of the game. They were the team that get there, and they were able to hold it.
No, Breach had it, and they broke it.
Oh, Surge had it.
No, Boston had it. Boston had it. Had the Palace Hill.
Okay.
And
think I
they
remember
had like a 20-ish point lead, and they got broke.
Okay.
They Slasher was left alone in the hill at the very end, and 2 people came in.
It turned
swung.
scrappy. I think Seattle only got like 20
yes.
something, and Breach got 20 something.
Yes.
Ended on P1, which Boston got the early rotate too because of how Seattle had to break Palace. I think that's how it went down. But as you can see, the stats. I mean, Preston stepped up. He had a 1.08
Yep.
compared to his last series. They didn't play very well. Capsule, being Capsule, Slasher didn't play too well. Snoopy, all right. But I think they now know, just like how Thieves know and everyone in the league, don't play Surge on Terminal.
Yeah, man. I mean, look at this.
Two more
Look at this
terminals.
Abuza guy, bro. He's performing again.
Yeah, Booza with the 1.12. Arcity stepped up with the 1.2. Illy didn't have the best series after his last 1.7, but you can't really expect him to repeat that.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm super excited to watch this. I mean, after just seeing 2 matches, I am super excited to watch this Surge team. I mean, hopefully even improve more. I mean, they're looking like a top squad that are gonna be fucking around with the likes of like FaZe in Toronto. I hope.
I know we said like
I'm
as long as the meta stays 3 the 3 ARs, they'll be fine. But if Abuza keeps doing what he's like doing early with the sub, they have a chance if it goes to these subs.
Absolutely.
And Hook being like the full-time sub
talented.
and Hook being the predominantly like main sub, like and playing well at that on the game that doesn't favor subs. As long as Abuza can hold his own with the sub, like this team could go very far.
I think the Surge in LAN is gonna be really, really fun to watch.
Oh yeah.
They were fun. They were fun to watch at LAN last year, and I think they're gonna be more fun this year.
I mean, we don't really know. I mean, obviously Abuza played lands in challengers and whatnot, but I mean, I feel like you look at Hook, Illy, and Arcides, they probably all get better on land. I mean,
Yep.
you would
for
think that
sure.
for almost all pro players. But yeah, I mean, tough 2-0 week or 0-2 weekend for the Boston guys, but I think like we said in the predictions and whatever, they are probably going to be in the long run type team, like maybe not the best in the middle or in the beginning or whatever, but in the end they are probably going to be a solid like hard top 6, top 5 type team.
They'll be competing with the top 4. They can maybe
Yeah.
sneak out a top 4, maybe a grand final.
As long as they can hang around the points early, they're gonna.
Yeah, I mean, I still think they're gonna make champs. They'll still make champs.
Yes.
And
and like, and
hopefully,
even that, like all the maps were close except for the map 4, and like it's just they have not figured out yet how to close.
Yeah. That is like that's a big point actually, Aves. Like they're not getting fucking slammed really.
Yeah. All right, Hunter, what do you got on this one?
Closing point, man. I hope these two teams don't play each other on land because they're gonna need a bigger stage, dude. With Capsule and fucking
good
RC.
lord.
Damn!
God
That's
damn.
not right. That's
We
not
got a
right.
big stage, dude.
Christ. My lord.
What the
Oh my
fuck?
God.
Gaming chairs.
Okay, moving on.
All right.
Abuza early rookie of the year pick?
What happened?
Abuza early rookie of the year pick?
Too soon.
Yeah, man. I
Bro,
mean,
second
I don't know.
game on during
This Gwyn
all
guy,
lines.
The Gwyn
This
guys.
Gwyn guy
Shout out to
looks
Ace.
pretty
The
fucking-
Gwyn guys.
this Gwyn guy looks pretty fucking
80
good
and
as well.
60?
yeah. That guy was slamming.
Brother.
That guy was slamming, and
Yes,
this was the stinker. Shout out Mbos again.
Yeah,
He basically at the end of this match they pulled up this screen and Bose looked at it and was like, "Yo, Purge, my guy. I mean, listen." He's like, yeah, I mean,
We got
Point-
Legion to
point-
start off Sunday. We got Legion versus Royal Ravens. As you can see on the screen, good old Purge. Welcome to the fucking CDL, kid.
yeah.
0.54 KD.
Welcome to the CDL. Get slammed, buddy.
0.54.
When you see a
Oh.
pro player put up a stat that like I would put up in a regular pub,
Yeah.
there's an issue.
Yeah. I mean, Standy
Yeah.
looked good. I mean, this was a reverse sweep by Carolina. After the first 2 games, you thought Legion was just going to 3-0 bebop. Like, Carolina was still looking slow. But they ended up winning the control. They comfortable win on Karachi. I believe they all just kind of fried. Yeah. Real with a 2.0, Clayster 1.4, Gwyn 1.3, and Agata Rex solid 15-15.
Clay was in the clutch, man. That guy was getting
Oh, yeah.
big kills.
But
Ninja
Clay's
Fuse
back.
Oh yeah. The Ninja Diffuse.
we're going to
That shit
pull
was
up
crazy.
round
That was
11.
nuts.
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
crazy.
nuts.
We're going to pull up the round 11. Well, here's the round 4. We can watch both. We'll watch the Ninja Diffuse. And
They are in hand, able to find another. Nero opens
Yeah,
up
this
space
was
through mid.
nuts. I'm
we
Boggs
got
gonna
a
watch
2v2 here. Real is deep A site on the street by the fire car. Great spot to be. Points both of them. Sees both of them. Calls it out to Clayster. Clayster, I thought Clay was just going to challenge and kill him off bomb. He would have got 2-piece. But no, he does the
man,
vet
Clayster
play.
just-
Clay
smart
doesn't
man.
give a fuck. And Purge, just like the whole game, is trolling. Opens a
This
door.
With the game on the line, dude. Like, you die there, game's over. And he does that.
Clay
The
doesn't
fucking
give a
testicles
fuck,
on that
bro.
guy.
And
Hell
unfortunately,
yeah.
the
perks of having dead silence as a perk.
Yes, sir. All right, now this round 11. We're about to see a breakdown, ladies and gentlemen.
This was.
I had to look on the minimap to see who's the guy at B. It's Nero. Nero's holding the B streak.
Fully set up, looking like their round 1 defense with Nero stationed in the corner at construction.
Did it
once again playing
slammed?
forward in towards
Did you not watch this?
I didn't watch a single match on Sunday.
Oh, you're about to win us a breakdown, Ace.
This is.
I did see the highlight though.
Yeah.
Alright,
This is
on
something
Who's
else.
Purge is mid? All right, we got Standy here. Nero still B streak. Standy gets first blood.
It's a big first blood out of stage.
How does it?
He also gets
I'm
some
just-
more information just
Does he
finessing
catch a timing
with the
here?
movement
Let's see.
around this middle tank.
You're looking at number 7 and number 4
Only
here.
40 seconds left. Carolina have to try to pick up this bomb. Here, I don't know if Vegas Legion have the information that the bomb is going to be down towards bottom.
So
mid.
Nero just doesn't see him.
Aces slowly edging his way
Nero
up,
just
trying to
missed
find
him, and
Eagle,
Gwyn
sets up Gwyn
flanks
on a
for the
5-5-2.
2-piece.
They have the man advantage 3v2
Oh
now.
wait, rewind that. Hold on, I was looking in the wrong spot. I didn't know this happened. Hold on, yeah,
Towards bottom
rewind.
mid,
I think
trying to pick up
Nero gets the worst timing of his life. He's literally staring at it.
this bomb.
As soon as
I don't know if
Gwyn
Vegas Legion
pushes
have
up
the
enough,
information that the bomb is going to be down towards bottom mid.
he turns.
Aces slowly edging his way up, trying to
Oh
find an
my
Eagle,
god,
sets up Gwyn
no
for the
way.
5-2. They have the man
Oh
advantage
my
3v2 now.
God.
Comes through, kills Nero through the smoke, knowing he's over there.
Oh my
Just down to
god.
attach for the
And
1v2.
the Rook.
Bomb being planted.
Oh
Gunner
my
X able to stay alive,
god.
get out of dodge.
That's
This was
so
nuts.
Rook gets
Catch
the
the full thing
ace
back to
in
the
the round
pistol. Has
11
plenty
for
of
their
time to let
first
this
CDL
Shout out
win.
fucking COD
Catches a
timing,
little
and
bit of
but
intel
also
on the
shout out
Gunner X.
Gwyn.
Should know that Gwyn was last seen over
And
It's
shout out
scripted.
GodRX because it's fun to watch him play as well.
And now the
Fun to-
reset.
It's cool to see him back on that.
Like Gwyn
pokes over the
on
top.
that
the
pro
ace.
stage.
Round 11
Yeah,
ice
round
purge
11
with a
ace.
0.5. You better hope you get at least a 0.7 next week.
Yeah, Jesus.
But yeah,
Who
I
do they
mean,
play next week?
that was a really good. I don't know. We'll get there, Aves.
I got you.
I know they play OpTic once
They play NYZO.
and OpTic. All right.
I mean, so basically what I'm getting is
they play Heretics and they play NYZO.
basically what I'm getting from this is Play and Aches were beefing, and he got the Aches
you got the ace
booster.
buff according to Aves.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean,
They
Gwyn
called
with
him
the
out in
ice.
the.
Go ahead, Hunter. What's your thoughts on the
I said-
series? I know we watched this one.
No, I'm saying like after the match, he like called fucking Aches out
Yeah.
on the post
Oh,
game.
in the interview we did.
Yeah, the post game
Yeah.
interview. That was
That's
really
great.
funny.
All right, so the next game here after Legion Troll doing classic Legion things. We got New York Subliners versus LAG, who we thought would just be a 3-0 beat bop. See you later, LAG, on to next week. Ended up being
Yeah,
probably the
alright.
best series of the weekend. This series
Yeah.
was
I
fire.
want everyone to look at this series and tell me what's similar with this series with the other Subliner series.
The other one.
Yeah, the
Going
Subliners. No, the Subliners first series.
They lose a control.
No, but they go up 2-0 and
Oh,
then
they
they
almost got
shit the
reverse
bed.
sweeped. Okay.
And then they almost get reverse sweeped. They're like the Subliners are like the Philadelphia Eagles of the CDL. I don't know how they keep winning, but like it's so ugly, but they keep winning. I
Yeah.
don't get it.
I mean, I
That's a fair
put.
That's
point.
more
I
like
mean,
the-
round
that's more like
11
the
for the search
Steelers.
though, and what is that 250 to 248? What a holy
Wait,
crap!
you didn't watch that breakdown of the LAG Gorillas, did you?
No, I know. Wait, no, I
They
did.
were
I did.
down 60 points, and New York came back and
Yeah,
did not give
no.
up 2 seconds.
Yeah, it was.
But
They were at
we
240, weren't they?
A
They were at
red
240.
card. We have a red
248 to
card
1.
on the play. Caesar Skies Bueno snaked
Yeah.
on P1.
Yeah, you see, claims it was on accident.
No, he admitted to it. He just said
No,
he was
I
in a
know.
very sticky spot. He didn't know what the fuck to do, so he just
Yeah,
kept
there
going
was
up and
enemies
down.
all around, so
Yeah.
he was just standing up and laying down,
But I
turning
just wonder if
around.
there's any consequences, or if they're just gonna give him a little tap on the back so they don't do it again. Caesar Skies, invest in your game.
Well,
not
I
your
think
snakes.
I think if he does it again, I think he gets ejected.
I think New York Subliners will not be.
I think
getting
he
any
gets-
scrims.
I think he gets teed up.
I think also on that note, I think there's a difference between snaking in one spot up and down, up and down, up and down, and then killing people,
Yeah.
rather than sitting on a completely open objective and kind of going up and down but moving at the same time. Going like he wasn't like in one spot. He was kind of moving around,
Yes, but
trying
it's
to
the
be
fact
hard
that
to
that
kill.
hill has the walls around it that it was considered snaking.
It's
That's
it
what-
is just to Hunter's point. There is a very big difference to snaking.
Burger Hill.
Yeah.
Snaking. I was even gonna say from MW2. Like there's a very big difference to snaking like top AC or like the booths in diner
Yeah.
Yeah.
when there isn't even anyone, no one's even shooting at you or looking at you, and you're
Mhm.
just spamming it in anticipation that someone looks at you.
Yeah.
Skies was getting shot at from 4 different people.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that hill too like almost promotes snaking too, because like what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, you're just sitting
It's a
in the open.
completely open hill that has 4 buildings surrounded that they
in
all
the,
shoot
yeah,
you
in the
from.
middle of the map.
Yeah, like I don't even know how to snake, but I would at least crouch up and down to like
Yeah.
not get killed. Like
He probably was trying to stand. He's like, "Can I stand up yet?"
yeah.
Nope. Yeah.
LAG probably should have 3-0'd him. I mean, they trolled that hard point.
Yes,
The S&D, they trolled numerous rounds when they had advantages. But like Hunter said, man, New York just finds a way to win with the
Yeah,
talent.
I mean, winners win, but
Yeah. I mean, Civ kind of
See-
had a stinker. Skies popped off. Hydra popped off. I mean, Diamond Con looks good. Even from the first series, he's looking pretty good. But, I mean, LG, they got to learn to win as a team. But New York closes out just through their talent
Yeah.
and the fact they know how to win Call of Duty matches.
I feel like
Yeah.
with New York, it's gonna be easier to win just by talent now. But once you get to like midway through the season
Oh,
to
yeah.
the end, like you're not gonna be able to get through.
I mean, if they played
by
this way
talent
against a top 6
often.
team, they're getting 3-0'd. They did not play good this series at all. I mean, LAG, they played probably their best COD that we
Yeah.
might see from them ever. And what?
Super
First
side
pitch.
note, Estriel basically had a 1.0, but that guy was making plays. He was fun to
Yeah,
watch.
she was looking good.
it was good.
He had a couple of pieces.
Oh yeah. I
But-
still think Sib's still working on the chemistry a little bit with the team. He's just gonna get better over time. But
again, though,
First-
consistency.
yeah.
First
Yeah.
week
He's
shenanigans.
Here we go. Atlanta FaZe versus LA Thieves. I say 3-0 beat Bob. Zach says close series, which he's correct, but 3-0 beat Bob. Because of this
Yeah.
fucking stat line. Again, nobody on Thieves is positive. They cannot keep up.
I
with the
mean,
slaying.
yeah, but at the same time, I feel like that also kind of makes Thieves a dangerous team because you
If
look at
they
the
can
stat
figure it
line
out.
and you look at the score. I mean, again,
Yeah.
a couple of like a handful of gunfights, 5-10 gunfights in the entire series goes differently, and this might be a 3-0 beat Bob LA Thieves.
Yeah, but I also feel like
At the same
against
time, it's not a
FaZe,
yeah. At the same time, it's not a good look, but I don't look at this and think, wow, LA Thieves are performing horrendously.
Yeah, that's fair. Here's
I-
the
Also,
Simp
it's FaZe,
40. Here's
so.
the Simp 42 bomb on invasion control running a sub.
Not Simp is gonna
Not
be dude.
primarily, but Simp is
Simp is gonna be.
Dude, he
You know,
said in
he
his
might.
interview,
Is
bro.
this gonna be his third ring?
Fourth, third.
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 He might. I mean, he might get his third.
He has like
Him and
four- he has
him and a
3
BZ
second
might get their
places.
third.
Yeah.
Celium get his second.
Um,
FaZe
Draws
ain't
his
winning this
second.
whole
I mean,
thing.
this
Get
would be
out of
crazy.
here.
what did you say, Hunter?
FaZe ain't winning it all, bro.
They'll come in second.
Uh huh.
Here's Sim's 42 piece. I mean, the guy's back, man. He's early MVP odds.
I mean,
don't know
he
what
never
the odds
left,
are, but
but-
this dude in his interview, he literally says it's crazy when people don't like have to have awareness. Like he's right. You
Yeah.
can't just sound over. He can make plays, and look what Sim and PZ doing, man.
Yeah, and when
It's
most
crazy.
spawns kind of make sense.
Mhm. We can-
That's why I said most and kind of.
yeah, most is generous.
Yeah. Do we think if Thieves makes losers bracket, they might make a team change early on?
No,
No.
No.
FaZe?
Thieves.
no, these.
Oh, Thieves. No.
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 I
Alright.
give it to mid,
At
way
least-
to major 2, if not.
Yeah, I was gonna say
going
at
into
least after
3.
Major 1.
All right. All right.
Question.
What up?
Is Major 1 the Challengers tournament? Like the
Yes.
Pro-Am or whatever
No,
this year?
it's not a pro-am. It's just a normal
No?
one.
It's not. It's
No,
just
there's
just
no pro-ams
normal.
this year as of right now.
Really?
which
There's
is
no
dumb.
challengers, anything like that?
There's challenger event there, but it's not like they can play with the pros like the event you went to last year in
Mm,
Raleigh.
yeah.
It's not like that. It's just a standard major with the 12 CDL teams.
Got it.
But
So
let's
we're in
move
copper.
on. Yes, we are in copper. Shout out CDL.
Yet another yet another series that just confuses me on Minnesota. I don't know. I don't know what to think about this team.
They can't slay, bro.
I don't know what to think about this team,
1.7. I mean,
man.
Wake picked it up 1.07,
Yes, Wake.
but Vivid and accuracy stinking the bed. I
Yeah, he
mean,
picked it up, but he also still only had 12k damage. I mean, I know the rest of the team had 12k in this series, but
Yeah.
like he had 12k the other series.
I mean, Kenny this game looks really freaking good. Like Kenny's shooting
Yeah.
straight, like he's making plays. But he
Yeah.
went negative barely by 3 kills, but he was the only one positive, I believe, in the first series. But then Pred picked it up, Dashy picked it up by a shitload, so did Shotzi. Like they played pretty well. I mean, they beat Bottom on the invasion. It looks like they just outrode. They got chained together 2 hills. Seems to be what the case is if you're winning by 100 on invasion. Karachi, OpTic hasn't won a search. They've all been round 11s. So they got to
Yeah.
figure that out.
Yeah, they
Also
start. They
gotta
start.
say,
I mean,
OpTic.
hey, if they start piecing together some searches, though, I mean, holy hell.
Yeah.
I mean,
They
these
figure out
guys
their
are looking
search.
nice.
They have the Boston like syndrome of just, especially Boston in all modes, but in this case, Surge like just not knowing.
They can't close it out yet. Yeah. Which is weird. I mean, you wouldn't. I mean, Dashy's really the only like S&D grinder on this team that came from S&D. So I guess it makes sense their search isn't that great yet, but I think over time they'll just get better.
But like Shoxy and them have been playing COD for like years now, to where you can understand this. But I feel like we saw it like against New York, like in big moments. People feel like they need to go huge and make the bigger play
Instead of making the
instead
right
of just sitting the fuck down and just
yeah.
playing your part, and just like you don't necessarily need to go make the hero play. Like it's easy to do with how cracked this team is, and you want to, and all of them can make the hero play and take over. But sometimes it's just like you don't need to, and
Yeah.
it goes back to what we were saying at the beginning. It's like if this team can just like settle down and keep to the discipline, they'll be fine. But if they keep making like bad plays in the worst moments, then it's gonna be tough.
Yep. Especially in search.
Yes.
Respawn in this game is not really as forgiving as prior because of how far you spawn out. But their respawn looks fine. I mean,
Yes.
other than that map one against New York, I mean, they've looked pretty good. So the control is close, and then Skid Row winning by about 57 there, 57 points. That's fairly comfortable on that map. I feel like Skid Row is one map where you could 100-point club, just because if you somehow get majority of P1 time and you can chain hills on that map. P2 is really the only tough hill on that map to break, and if you're not rotated early, it's GG's pretty much, unless the other team trolls. But OpTic ends with 1-1 as their record. Minnesota 0-2. Minnesota just gotta.
Just saying, OpTic lost to the worst, arguably the worst search and destroy team.
From
Just
one
saying.
game. Vegas is supposed to be
First-
good, but you're
first
right.
week-
Minnesota did not look good in search that first match.
And then OpTic lost.
Yes.
First
in a
week-
round of
first-
Is OpTic worse than Rocker? Probably.
No.
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 They just beat them, Hunter.
First week shenanigans.
Yes. All right. That goes through all the series. I know Aves had some surprising teams, most disappointing and bubble teams. So if you want to go over those for you real quick, I'll go to predictions.
I had, for my most surprising, I had Breach in a way, just only because we didn't think against FaZe they would take a map, and they took it to map 5. It was just a matter of closing late in the maps. So considering how young, and we talked about like the learning curve for like Snoopy, he played really well for his first weekend.
Yeah.
So I would say Breach in a way, just how the series turned out for both of them. Not really Surge, but especially the FaZe match. Legion, I thought looked better than.
I think Legion
And
looked
I
better.
thought they were.
Yeah, I think they looked better.
I mean,
other than
It looks
Purge.
consistently
it's-
better
it's-
than we
it's-
probably expected.
Especially in the I mean, Minnesota just like I feel like any team could beat Minnesota, and with how they're playing in Search, we could probably beat them in Search with how they were playing. But like
Damn.
they still looked like they had a plan. They executed it well. They took advantage of all the Rockers' mistakes, and that's what you need to do if you're trying to win. If they hand you kills, they hand you like timings, you got to take them, and they did. Surge, I mean, we said they were going to get ahead early, they were going to look good out of the gate, but with Hook playing really well in the sub full time, and Abuza holding his own with the sub, going 3-1 against the Breach.
Yep.
And then
Boston and LA Thieves. They
yeah,
won both of
like
them.
very very impressive to me. And then Ravens, the reverse sweep against Legion was very good. And then Heretics, I mean, they only played one match, but they fucking smoked them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, slam,
And
3-0 beat Bob, pip slam, piss slam.
So and it's kind of what you
Vamos,
it's kind of what you need. Like what a debut to coming back into the CDL or into the CDL for the first time, but back in the COD, and you fucking piss slam the Ravens.
Yes,
and
sir.
then most disappointing, I had Rocker Search. That was very bad. They looked better. They took the Search off of OpTic, but I mean,
I have to
you
rewatch that.
cannot
I don't know if OpTic was trolling again. I don't remember. I feel like they had
I don't
throwing
remember
their
either.
lives away. Like,
they their Surge still needs a lot of work, and then LA Thieves. I mean, it was somewhat competitive against the Surge, but when you're getting outplayed that bad in both matches you played, it's a cause for a little bit of concern. I mean, it's only the first weekend, and things could change.
Yeah.
Like who knows? They could come out and be fine, and
there's a chance that Karachi might just be Rockers like better S&D map, and OpTic didn't know that. We could also that could be their only good S&D map.
Yeah.
Karachi, and they beat OpTic on it, but OpTic still need. I would put OpTic in most disappointing their S&D, not winning one.
Yeah,
not winning one, but also only going to round 11.
Yeah, like they didn't feel comfortable at all in Surge.
See, I wanted to put OpTic, but they were so competitive. It just took 1 or 2 plays.
That's fair.
And I feel like it's not like disappointing enough to be put there. It wasn't as bad as Rockers S&D.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, and then my bubble teams, I put OpTic in New York. I mean, I feel they'll be fine throughout the season, but NYCL having to come back from 60 down against LAG map 1, and then
they should have lost that series.
Exactly.
They literally should have got 3-0.
That could have almost been fucking LAG's Heretic series. I mean,
and it's like they almost got reverse swept by LAG.
Yeah,
and it's only it's only the first weekend, and OpTic in New York will be perfectly fine. But for the first weekend, I was like,
yeah,
ugly wins, but wins are wins.
All right, let's go to predictions.
Let's blaze through these guys.
All right,
a generator.
Vegas Legion versus the Miami Heretics. I'm gonna say Heretics.
3-0 vamos.
3-0 vamos.
All right, 3-0 vamos. Aves, what's the generator got?
The generator has. That's not good.
Vegas 3-0.
All right. No, it didn't run. Legion 3-1.
Okay, so we'll stick with
3-0. Okay to be wrong, you know.
Yeah. Wait, you said a Legion 3-1?
Legion 3-1.
Yeah, that's not happening. All right.
But for my personal pick'ems, I said Heretics 3-2.
I was gonna say 3-1.
I honestly think Heretics 3-2 is a very, very
I'd say they give
plausible.
Vegas a map. 3-1.
Yeah, I want to give Vegas at least one map.
But I like how Legion looked, especially with the sub duo. I feel like they can match up with Heretic subs, and that's why I'm giving 2 maps.
It's just
I feel like they can actually keep up.
How will they react to Heretics pressure they put on the map? Because they don't give a fuck. They fly at
neither
you.
Neither does Nero, bro.
That's
Nero has like 80 million interactions every hard point.
That's facts. All right, let's move on. Boston, LA Thieves. I'm going Boston bounce back 3-1.
This might be a Boston 3-0.
Zach's calling 3-0.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm calling 3-1.
I think it's gonna be 3-2 Boston.
Okay. Aves?
Okay.
I think it's gonna be a little bit closer than for comfort, but I think Boston's gonna show improvement.
I have my personal ones, not the generator. I have Breach 3-0.
Okay, so we got 3-0, 3-0, 3-1. Or 3-2, 3-0, 3-1.
And then the generator has Breach 3-1.
Okay.
This generator has nothing, no
statistics.
No
input. It's just random.
It is completely random.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, Zach, you said 3-0?
I mean, realistically, will the Thieves take a map? Probably. But I don't know. I feel like the way that Boston looked against other top teams and the way LA Thieves was performing, they might get bebopped. I don't know.
The only way
3-0.
I said 3-0 in my pick'ems. I do think the only way the Thieves win a map is if Boston choke it.
Okay. That's fair. Hunter, you said 3-2, game 5.
I'm saying Thieves take map 1 or map 1, map 2. Yeah, I think they at least get one map.
I'll give Thieves a map. All right, Seattle Surge versus OpTic Texas. See
now. I mean, I'm gonna be tuning into that for sure.
I think
this is gonna be
if
a
OpTic
close
wins
game.
this, they have to win it in a 3-0 or 3-1. If this goes game 5, I think Seattle beats them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say OpTic 3-1, losing the search, winning the 3 respawns.
That's a fair point. Man,
I could see Surge 3-0 beat bopping them.
Yeah.
What's so funny there, Aves?
The generator has Surge 3-0.
The generator has Seattle Surge 3-0.
But what if this ends up being a game 5 round 11 that finally goes in OpTic's way? They get one, They ice up.
They could. Definitely could.
I think I'm gonna bet on that. I think game 5 OpTic pulls it out. A little bit of a
honestly,
grudge match against, Illy and Hook and
right.
Rambo as coach over there.
I'm right there with you. I got OpTic 3-2.
I got Seattle Surge beaten Optic Texas 3-2.
Hey man, I think it could go. This series could go either way.
I feel like coming into like.
I think
before,
the only thing that doesn't happen in this series is a 3-0 either way. It's not no one's getting 3-0'd.
I think
Shout out Leia.
I think Surge take the first search and the fourth hard point or the second hard point.
Fourth.
Map 4.
So we got OpTic game 5. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the consensus. Hunter has Surge game 5.
Yeah, I have Surge game 5.
OpTic 3-1. Zach, what was yours?
I think this is they finally go game 5 round 11 and they get it. I think they finally ice up.
Okay, so we'll do
after a
OpTic
couple of
game
maps
5
or
there.
games here.
I think we got another Vamos 3-0 incoming.
Yeah,
this one I
3-0.
will not take anything other than a 3-0.
3-0 Heretics over the Minnesota
3-0
Rocker.
Vamos.
I fucking agree, dude.
You know what? Heretics, I think they're getting a ring this year. I'm calling it.
Damn.
I want to see the
That'd be
Heretics
sick.
at LAN, dude.
They
I
They
want to
do.
see
They're
some
hosting
fun at
Major
it.
2. Miami's hosting Major
In
2.
Miami?
Yes, sir.
Hey Siri,
During spring break.
find me tickets to Miami in what month?
Miami.
It's
What?
spring break. It'd be March. I think it's March.
Tickets? What are you? Tickets to
Ames,
what?
what's your
Plane
call
tickets?
here? 3-0 Heretics.
I'm going
In
to
my
it.
pick'ems, I have Heretics 3-1.
Okay. What the generator say?
Rocker 3-2.
Nah, Rocker's not.
They're not winning a search, bro.
Just like how I said the last match is no one is 3-0ing each other. This match, Rocker is just simply not winning this game. They're simply just not.
If the Rocker win this in any fashion, I'm never questioning the generator ever again.
If the Rocker win this series, I immediately like Rocker so much less as a brand, as a team.
But it's good for them though, because it's an upset.
Yeah, they need to get a map on the board. This is the only match this week. And then they have the 2-week break. So, or no, there's one more week after this. I think.
All right,
New York,
New York,
Legion.
Vegas. I'm saying
New York,
hot take,
Vegas.
Legion 3-1.
Whoa.
I am also high,
What?
dude. I mean, don't get me wrong, Legion about that life, but like, I don't know, bro. They got that dog and subliners. I think okay. This either goes one or two ways, right? If subliners come out and win map 1, map 2, and then lose map 3, there's a possibility they lose the series. On God, they keep doing that shit, and then if they do that, it's chalked, right? But legitimately, I think subliners will take map 1. Maybe Legion takes map 2, and then subliners finish it out map 3, map 4. Okay, I think so Legion will take a map, but I think this might be a little bit of a dick slap from subliners.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Except I don't have Legion taking a map. I think this might be a fucking piss slam.
This might be a DoorDash challenge.
It might be. Might be, man. I would say that. I don't want it to be. I want it to be a close
Vegas
series.
Looks good, man.
I want it to be a close series. I just feel like New York have been performing pretty consistently.
Yeah.
And Vegas has not shown consistency so far.
Consistently shaky.
I'll just say this.
I just feel like New York is gonna come out, and take care of business. I don't know.
That's fair. So Aves, what do you got? Go ahead. Sorry.
I'll just say this. Subliners almost lost the Gorillas. Okay.
But that's one.
Anything is possible. Anything is possible.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I think Vegas might pull this out.
Vegas taking a map is very, very, very possible. I think the subliners are gonna win, but I don't think the Legion is gonna get 3-0'd.
Okay, Aves.
Me and the generator are on the same page at NYSL 3-1.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll stay there.
I think
We'll do
I
3-1.
think I think New York, like, yeah, they almost lost to LAG, but that's 1 week, and they could use this as like a way of like, hey, anyone can win. We had an off day, but at the same time, like, we gotta take
It's
care of
also
business.
New York's only match this weekend as well. So it looks like New York
is.
and Minnesota are the only teams playing once this week.
Yes.
So they would love to be 3-0 going into next weekend. Let's go. We got Seattle Surge versus FaZe. I'm taking Seattle Surge in a 3-2 fashion.
This is gonna be
Damn.
close regardless.
Yeah, fuck.
This is gonna be
dude.
the Dick
Surge
messaging
has some
contest
Oh
here.
my god. Man.
I'm taking Seattle 3-2. I think again, it's like how I said with OpTic, if this goes, I think Seattle Surge is probably just better than FaZe. And I mean, Illy has been playing these kids in FaZe for like 8 years now in S&D wagers. Like he knows how they play. RCD's teamed with them. I think Surge can pull this out, and I think they go 1-1.
I'll say this. Depending on how the Surge play against OpTic is going to really determine how they play against FaZe here. If they win against OpTic, dude, they're going to come in with the biggest balls they've ever had.
Yeah.
And
They might
then
3-0
slam them
Bebop.
on the table.
Yeah, but at
in
the same
FaZe's
time,
phase.
they could have the trap game and a letdown
Yeah.
coming
They
off of that as
could.
well.
I mean, anything's possible. It's a round ball and a round
Dude,
bat, so...
I mean, it's holy crap. This is such a hard one. I mean, I'll go with you. I'm okay. I'm okay with a little surge slammage.
Okay. Aves, what you got?
I have FaZe 3-1. The generator has Surge 3-1.
Ooh, Hunter.
Since I think Surge's beating OpTic, I think it's gonna be close. 3-2, but
So
I
we're
think
going
Surge is gonna
3-2
pull it out.
Seattle. See, I
Yeah.
think Surge is going 1-1. They're either beating OpTic or FaZe. That's the way I see it. I don't think they're going to beat both. I think they could beat one or the other.
I don't know. It's so hard
I have
because
them
like
going 0-2.
if this was like a LAN and like you played
If it's
like
LAN, FaZe is
consistently.
killing them, I feel like.
No, I'm just saying like LAN, like it's consistent, right? You consistently play like, every
that favors
hour, every couple
FaZe,
hours you're
though.
playing, like there's a whole ass 24 hours between these games.
Yeah.
Like
You also
and
got
this
to
is the only game they're
remember
playing today.
Seattle's playing out of Vancouver, Canada, I'm pretty sure. So that server's probably going to be a Denver server. Not that it really matters, but both teams are probably going to be pinging around like 50, is my guess. So that could play a factor, depending where the server is. But I think Seattle pulls it out. My first major upset. Or the podcast's first major upset being Seattle versus FaZe. I have Legion beating Subliners, but let's move on to Royal Ravens versus Toronto Ultra, which I might go hot take again here. Royal Ravens.
Bro, I don't know.
I'm kidding.
It's funny you said-
Toronto.
I
3-1.
think yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think this is a Toronto slammage, Royal Ravens clutch the control, Toronto slammage.
That's fair. Aves.
I have Ultra 3-1. The
Same.
generator has Ravens 3-2.
Ooh,
Ravens 3-2 would be insane.
that'd be nice.
That would be wild.
Who you got,
Ravens
Hunter? Long neck
3-2 would be
scrap or-
crazy.
Long neck scrap or old head Clay? Who you got?
Yeah.
Ravens.
Ooh.
What's the
Map
map count
count?
though? Slammage?
No, it's close.
Ravens 3-0?
It's
3-2?
close.
3-2?
3-2. I think it's gonna be another 3-2.
Man, hey,
I'm gonna keep it as this. Since we got three of us saying 3-1, but I hope Ravens win.
I hope it's Ravens 3-2, but I think realistically, Ravens would be lucky to take a map.
Yeah.
If Gwen keeps performing like he did against Legion,
Yeah. It depends how the Rooks perform, man.
Now
We
looking
need
at
Gotta
this
Rex
next,
to pop off too.
looking at this next series, I'm not joking. This is going game 5. OpTic are winning, but it's going game 5.
it's funny you say that.
Generator got OpTic game 5.
OpTic has Generator has OpTic 3-2. I have OpTic 3-0.
I got OpTic 3-0.
Wow.
have
Okay.
OpTic, yeah.
Okay.
Hunter.
And I feel like 2 out of the 3 maps are gonna be close, and the last one's just gonna be fucking piss slam and see you later.
OpTic.
I think Carolina takes a map. On
Okay.
God, but OpTic wins.
I'll give Carolina a map. We good there? OpTic 3-1.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I think if OpTic are winning,
It's 3-0
it's
Bebop.
yeah.
Yeah, same, but we got 2 people giving him a map, so. I know, Aves, you gave him 3-0, right?
I mean,
I
said
gave him
I
3-0.
said the Ravens are gonna, or no, I said OpTic was gonna win, but
The
3-2.
generator has 3-2 OpTic. I have OpTic 3-0.
Wait, I just completely contradicted
We
myself.
will
No,
3-0 op.
3-1,
We'll do
3-1's
3-0
fine.
OpTic for that one. All right, LA,
Yeah,
Battle
go
of LA, LA Thieves versus LAG. I think LA Thieves finally going to win on the board, and they win in a 3-1 fashion.
No, this is going game 5.
Okay.
I low-key think a lot of these early matches are just gonna be game 5 simulators,
That's fair.
which I love that.
Who you got, Aves? Thieves or Gorillas?
I have Thieves 3-1, and the generator has Thieves 3.
Okay. Okay. Hunter's a little occupied at the moment. Who you got? Battle of LA.
Sorry. I don't know. Gorillas kind of look good against the subliners.
No
so
way the Thieves go 0-4, bro. There's no way.
They fucking might, dude.
I think you're
Dude,
buying
they
in too much
might.
from the recency bias with the
Dude, that was probably the
Gorillas.
best COD you're going to see Gorillas play all stage.
I don't think Gorillas are gonna win, but like I think it's gonna be a lot closer than people think it's gonna
So
be.
I
Well,
got
I mean, we have
3-1.
them 3. We have them 3-2 right now.
I have
so-
3-1.
Yeah,
Zach has
so-
game 5. Hunter, you sound like game 5. Aves, what'd you say? 3-1?
Yeah.
For Thieves,
Yeah.
yeah, Thieves 3-1
Okay. Well,
for both me and the generator.
I'm okay with 3-1 or 3-2.
Generator overrules since it's the same. 3-1 LA Thieves. Last game of weekend 2, we got Toronto Ultra versus Boston Breach. Boston Breach would be coming off their first victory. Toronto would be coming off most likely a slammage of the Carolina Royal Ravens. I think Boston stands a chance here. I mean, they fought close against FaZe. I think it goes 5 maps with the Boston Breach clutching out a game 5, learning from their mistakes and not throwing away their live advantage. Going 2-0.
I'm okay with that.
Toronto getting upset and taking their first L of the year.
We got some. I mean, Saturday maybe not so much. But the Friday and Sunday like ending matches are pretty good.
Yeah, so Zach and I got Boston 3-2, Hunter.
Yeah.
Hard to tell, dude. I don't know. It's so dependent of like what happens with the FaZe game and what happens with the Carolina Ravens game and everything like that. So
FaZe.
I don't know.
Thieves.
Or Thieves, my bad. My bad.
I was like
My bad.
FaZe.
They're both red and black, and
That's
it
fair.
is. Anyways, I don't know. I Boston Breach is such a hard team because they have so much potential and they have so much individual talent, but it's really seeing if they could put it all together. It's really going to be the big thing here, and so I don't know if they're going to win this game. I think it's going to probably be a lot closer, maybe one or two maps, but
You got Toronto.
I think Toronto might pull this out.
Aves.
Especially if they get that slammage on Carolina, they're gonna be pretty happy going into this game.
Yeah.
I mean, they
So-
also have Scrappy on the team, so he's ready to slam no matter what.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I cannot wait for the first time Scrappy plays the Heretics. That's all I'm saying.
If
Oh,
That
you
that
don't
would
know,
be
this man
great.
Google translated how to talk shit in Spanish and yelled at a Spanish team last year.
told him that
Jesus Christ.
they're his dad, or
Yes,
they
he
are
said-
they're his. I'm your dad.
Yes, he Google translated "I am your dad" in Spanish and yelled across the stage.
Yeah,
Abe,
that
who
was
you
pretty
got?
great.
I have Ultra 3-1. The generator has Ultra 3.
3-2?
I have Ultra over Breach 3-1.
Uh
The generator has Ultra 3-0.
Mm.
huh.
Which
Both possibilities. I'm not gonna lie.
see, like when I first
I
saw
might
it,
flip flop here. I'll go Toronto 3-1. I will be very happy.
Wait.
What?
We just went from Breach winning 3-2, and now you're saying Toronto.
Well, we got
3-1?
the generator saying Toronto winning. Not that it means anything, but we got 3 Torontos technically. You know, we're the only breach, so I guess we
Yes.
gotta
Yeah,
do
so just
Toronto.
leave it at Toronto 3-2.
Okay, Toronto 3-2. These are our predictions. I will link them in the show notes. First weekend review of CDL. Very happy it's back. I think we all enjoyed the matches for the most part. Friday's tough just because school, work. It's hard to catch the earlier games. I mean, Zach works throughout the whole time they're on, so he's somewhat paying attention but listening. But
yeah, I'm definitely not watching while I'm at work because I'm a good employee.
Exactly. But looking forward to weekend 2. I think we need OpTic to look better. We need Breach to get a win. We need Thieves to get a win.
We need a subliners, not troll.
Yeah, New York needs to start looking more solid. You'd hope. I mean, they're still winning because that's just what they do. They know how to win games. But I think that's it. I think that wraps up the app unless y'all got anything else to say.
Hey, man, I mean, all I got to say is I hope Heretics come out of this shit 3-0. I mean,
they'll be 4.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 3-0.
They'll be
They only have
4.
one game.
Oh,
They only
yeah.
had one game last weekend, but I could see it. Vamos, baby.
yeah.
And these are the last qualifying. These are the last qualifying matches before the tournament, right?
No,
or
there's one more weekend, then a break, and then 2 weeks, then the tournament. There's seven games total now, not 5.
What was do we know what like peak viewership was because of all the YouTube nonsense? And then like
peak viewership was 106
on the mainstream was 106, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, just on the mainstream?
Yeah, 106,000.
Yep.
Oh wow, okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then when OpTic got off, it dropped down to 20.
Because I know at one point I don't know what
True.
I don't know if it was during
First game of the year. It was at like 86. I saw it work. It was at 86K first match.
Yeah,
With
I don't know.
Boston
I know Scump at one point had like 60K or something on YouTube, and then probably like 5K or 10K on Twitch.
Yeah.
There was Breaking Point had a graph.
The numbers. That's all right.
They had the first week of Modern Warfare 3 was 106,000. First week of Modern Warfare 2 last year was 184,000.
That's
Damn.
crazy. 80K viewers dropped because they're on YouTube only.
Wonder why.
New York OpTic had the most viewership at 106,928, and then Minnesota OpTic 104K, and then Boston FaZe had 104K, but slightly less than the OpTic.
So I'm saying the first game of the year, the Boston FaZe was up there, man. I saw that on my phone. It's like 90K during map 2, and I'm like, okay, I see you, YouTube.
104,294 for the Boston FaZe, and then OpTic Minnesota was 104,541.
Okay, I mean the viewers was up there. I hope it maintains. I mean, YouTube just gotta fix their discoverability, man. I just don't get how that's still so shit, but I think it's gonna do it.
Yes, sir.
Guys, shout out my man Marky Mark though. I didn't shout him out at the beginning of the coffee. Go buy some fucking coffee from this man. He's a great dude. He doesn't sponsor us. He's just a good dude. Buy some fucking coffee. Buy some fucking coffee at cappedcoffee.com. Great dude. Coffee's great.
Yeah, slam some coffee.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for
Slam
listening.
some coffee while the
or
heretics
watching on
slam
YouTube.
the Legion.
Yes, sir. If you're watching on YouTube, drop a sub, like, all that jazz, and follow the podcast on the podcast platforms. And we'll see you guys next week.